My name is Jeremy Smyth, and I am excited to have you all here today for the Duncan campaign kickoff for the Vote Jeremy Smyth campaign. And here at the lovely White Spot, and wearing our white roses and taking them home with us, I will tell you a bit about my background. I grew up in downtown Toronto, born in the Toronto General Hospital, September 12th, 1969. My family is an Ottawa family, the Smyth family. They come from the Ottawa Valley, potato farmer Irish, fled the potato famines and set up shop in the Ottawa Valley. My grandpa, Earl Smyth, God bless him, he was a graduate of Queen's University in economics and a Bachelor of Arts, 2 degrees. And with 2 degrees, he went to work in the Great Depression, working the ice cream machine in his uncle's ice cream shop and farm. And he and his wife, Elizabeth, worked hard. He entered the civil service as a civil servant back when they were still civil and still servants, and had a modest wage, but he worked his way to become the chief auditor of what became the Employment Insurance Commission. And he has stories of chasing elephants in circuses that were a little truant in their EI payments and impounding their elephants. And he would follow them across our great nation, and many other such stories, till he enjoyed this position of leadership in what I still believe is a very important institution in our nation. I think it has to be revised, but there it is. He was a leader in the Ottawa government, where my father grew up and went to Lisgar Collegiate, and went also to Queen's University, went to Oxford, where he met my mother, who was studying with C.S. Lewis's teachers. He is a great conservative inspiration to me, C.S. Lewis, and he'll come into my story a bit later on. He was an inspiration to my mom and my father at Oxford University, and has inspired many of my ideas for my campaign, my heart for really taking the advance attack against liberalism, which I believe liberalism is what we are fighting, not just in its political name in Canada, but across the globe as we speak. So my parents met in Oxford, married in Toronto, where I grew up. I was educated at McGill University, King's College, Halifax, so in Montreal, in Halifax, and in Vancouver, BC, in graduate school, where I met my wonderful wife, Rita, who is the greatest thing that has happened to me on God's green earth, and she is really the secret to me. And where she was studying graduate work in linguistics, which we've helped finish off. As I told you previously, I went to Duncan Christian School. After a career in management, I did a hiatus of work in education as a teacher on call, and also as a special education assistant for a young man with Down syndrome who has taught me a great deal to get Rita through her graduate studies and achieved tenure at Vancouver Island University, where she is happily using her linguistic graduate studies to increase the language ability of MBAs and BAs from all over the world, and showcasing our great post-secondary education and one of the fastest growing universities. In our riding, we have Vancouver Island University as well, where she works in their Nanaimo campus. Previous to the education experience I had at Duncan Christian School, I worked in business in a management capacity for marine business, for development, particularly in real estate development for a number of companies, luxury, environmental real estate development in the Gulf Islands and in this area. Also, I worked for manufacturing and sales in environmental, the environmental economy, working in furniture manufacturing and sales for live edge design. And all through my management career, I noticed the merging of the environmental question and the economy, that the environment, being part of our natural resources, is part of the economy. And as the campaign moves forward, I wish to show how the two are inextricably linked, that one is part of the other. Our natural resources in which we're rich is our environment, and it's part of our economy. So that tells you a little bit about me.